What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. We got a YouTube problem here, ladies and gentlemen. Specifically, a YouTube theft problem. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion as to where a lot of this theft has come from, but I want you guys to give me your opinion and confirm exactly what it is that I'm saying. First and foremost, make sure y'all tap into the Alpha Juice Company. That link is in the description for y'all to be able to tap into that and all of the discount codes that's associated with it. In addition, I'm dropping a video today in the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat for you guys to be able to tap in with that. And then we're going to go from there. But we have a problem, ladies and gentlemen. And the problem is, I believe, pretty massive. First and foremost, on Instagram, right? Instagram specifically, I am running into a lot of accounts that are spammy. Right? And basically what they're doing is they're cloning my profile, getting a bunch of followers, and then they're petitioning people in their DM saying, hey, I'm Anton and I got a gift for you. Or, they'll just follow a bunch of people that I'm already following. And I don't know what kind of software this is, or whoever got the time and the effort to be able to do this every single day. But every single day I get emails, DMs, and then now I've gotten to the point to where I've basically deployed my own team, a specific person that is dedicated to only taking down spam profiles, that is copying mine and then saying, hey, I'm Anton, I'm trying to reach out to you, so on and so forth. Then you got the theft problem on Instagram, in which there's a much bigger process, a little bit of a bigger process on Instagram and TikTok for people that are stealing content, right? And you got to understand that people go through great lengths in order to make sure that they put together great content, whether it's the panels that they have, the interviews that they do, so on and so forth. And they don't always want you stealing the content. Now, it's one thing for you to just pilfer the content and then you give credit. I'm one of the content creators that's cool with that, right? But then at the same time, people pilfer it and then build up their own profile so that they can try to capitalize off of it, but they didn't put no effort into making it. And I just think that that's egregious. And I'm not talking about reactions. I'm talking about you just straight taking the content, trying to put your logo over my logo or other content creators' logos, and then passing it off as though it's yours. And so you got to be vigorous and you got to go in. I mean, basically, I've just taken one person and hired a person and just assigned them to chasing down the vagrants and the vagabonds that are stealing content and going ham on that way. But let me tell you the problems that I'm experiencing on YouTube specifically. The second problems that we have, and then we got two sub problems within the second problem, is YouTube, right? Now, me and YouTube have had a really, really great relationship up until this point. We've had a couple hiccups here and there and things like that, but for the most part, me and YouTube has had a pretty good relationship for a long time, and they have not been able to solve this problem. And I'm gonna have to actually dedicate a little bit more time to it. They have a spam issue. I will never hit you up and say, yo, why don't you tap in on WhatsApp so I can send you a special gift? It's never gonna happen. And I'm surprised at how many people actually fall for it, because there's people that send me an email or a DM and say, hey, Anton, did you send me something? Or you asked me to contact you on WhatsApp. Was that you? No, it's not me. So I'm surprised that YouTube hasn't been able to solve for that, but I'm gonna have to figure something out as it relates to that. And it's always like you gotta stay one step ahead or you one step behind of the newest, latest iteration of scamming and stuff like that that's going on in the comments, and people creating fake profiles and everything like that, right? As though you don't have to deal with enough when it comes to censorship and all of this other type of stuff and the new changes that haven't necessarily been announced on a platform, but it's certainly in flight. I'm gonna use one of my good friends as an example, right? Rest in peace, God bless him, Kevin Samuels. Now, people aren't just profiting as a result of reviewing the videos and stuff like that. No. They're not just doing that, right? They're not just throwing a name and a title and then, speaking specifically to different things that he stood for. No, they're not doing that. They're literally lifting his content. Now, I know for a fact, right, that there's been steps taken. I'm not gonna name no names, but I know there's been steps taken to where his content has been backed up, that his content is still up on his original channel, it is copyrighted, so that his daughter can profit from it. But the problem is that I've seen no less than 10, so it'd have to be at least 50. I've seen no less than 10 new channels on a regular basis that literally lift his content and then just put it up for everybody to see and then profit off of it. Now, there's some people, and I've seen them in the comments, they say stuff like, well, I'd love for his stuff to be up so everybody can continue to see it, so I don't really have a problem with it. What do you mean you don't have a problem? You don't have a problem with somebody stealing somebody else's content and just putting it up and profiting from it when the original content is still up on his channel and the people that is supposed to be benefiting off of it is not getting dime off of whatever it is that other people is doing? That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And so I don't know how YouTube can solve for that, because it's not like Kev. Well, I guess, you know, you'd have to get people from his team to actually be a little bit more aggressive. But it's not like Kev specifically can go in and say, hey, they stealing my content. And it seems like every single day, even though I'll put don't recommend or I'll report it or whatever, every single day I see a different channel that then can monetize off of his content and continue to get views and build up a channel. And then people are just cool with it and they just rocking with it. That's amazing to me. That is amazing to me, because as a content creator, as a creator in general, as a businessman, if anything was to happen to me, I would want my family to just profit without having to worry about all of the issues and problems that come along with trying to manage a content library. But instead, they got to fight off spammers, scammers, and they also got to fight off thieves that are pilfering your content. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Link is in the description, as well as pinned to the top of the chat for y'all to tap into the Patreon. Also tap into the Alpha Juice Company. All of the discount codes is in the description also. Let me know what y'all think about this whole thing, because it is bothering me to my soul. And it's almost like as though I don't have enough things to do and enough stuff on my plate. I have to worry about people stealing content, not just from me, because, you know, there's a theft problem with that, but I have the resources and I have the capacity on my team in order to allocate somebody to deal with it. But people stealing content and specifically stealing it from a dead man. It's crazy. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.